Well, welcome back to the Broken Budget. Here on my channel, I am focusing on fixing my broken budget so I can live the life I deserve. First and foremost, it's been so long since I've sat down and really decided that I'm going to take this serious. If you are new here, I started this channel, I think in 2022. And you will see that I have not made much progress. I think the longest that I have stuck with budgeting was 6 months. And when I tell you I felt so good and empowered during those 6 months, I really hate that I have fallen off. I've continued to go back and forth to try and, focus on my budget, focus on my finances, put that first because I want it that bad. But I don't hold myself accountable. And honestly, that is why I'm sitting here doing this today. When I upload these videos, I'm far more accountable. I look forward to doing my budget and I actually stick to it. So thank you for watching and supporting. I just wanted to start off with this, that yes, I'm sharing this because I want to share my journey and hopefully I can encourage somebody else to stick to theirs. But also, I have to do this for myself and I want it so bad in 2025. Like, I want to make such a difference in my financial choices, and we're starting that today. And as you can see, I am going to do my 2025 debt confession. I have never officially showed you the entire amount of debt that I had. A lot of the credits will look the same. They haven't gone anywhere, but I've also added more. I don't want this to be too long of a video, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I have them written down, but I'm going to rewrite them. These are not like my most current up-to-date numbers, but I will check in at the end of March and kind of give you an update and see what progress that I've made. I think I did this at the end of December, and here we are almost at the end of January, but that'll be the only difference. So let's start. And these are in no particular order. Sorry, I have to turn a little sideways. So I am just going to write out the debt, the balance, the APR, and we'll go ahead and write out the monthly payment. All right, so I am so embarrassed. All right, so we have one upgrade loan with a balance of, I'm not gonna write this dollar sign every single time, $26.87. It has an APR of $31.88. We are starting out guns a-blazing. And this payment is $121 a month. Next, we have another upgrade loan. Yes, I act like desperate times call for desperate measures, but really, I'm the problem. This balance is $2,443 with an APR of $29.92 with a whopping monthly payment of $196. Like, this is my issue. We are only 2 debts in, and I'm telling you, there's quite a bit of them. I'm single, it's just me, I'm the problem. But 2 debts in, and my monthly payments are already over $300. Like, this is the issue. Moving right along, we're just gonna keep it going with upgrade. We have an upgrade card, I guess, something like it. It's not really a card. This balance is $537. I'm gonna be honest, this is way more than this now. This is probably almost maxed out. It's probably twice this by now. But we're going off of these numbers. It has an interest rate of $29.49 and a monthly payment of $21. And we have, guess what? Another upgrade card. Yes. It has a balance of $345. Same interest rate of $29.49 and a monthly payment of $36. Okay. Next up we have Mission Lane. I don't even know how long I've had this card. The card is actually expired. And honestly, I have now paid off half of it, but it's simply because the card is expired and I don't know where it's at, but I'm not interested in that. The balance is $13.57 with an interest rate of $32.49. Wow. And it has a monthly payment of $51. This is insane. Okay. Next we have PayPal, which has a balance of $33.52 with an interest rate of 30.89%. I looked at this the other day, and this is going to take 13 years to pay off if I only pay the monthly minimum. And guess how much this monthly minimum is? $119. What on God's green earth am I doing? So we have a city card, which is actually new in 2024. So this one, I need to have this balance paid off by 7/23/25. It has a 0 interest rate right now, and it is sitting at a whopping $17.53. I'll be honest, I tried the debt consolidation, and if you have ever watched Caleb Hammer, he will tell you, don't do that, because you're just going to run those cards right back up. And that is exactly what I did. I did not change my habits, and I racked it back up. I'm not proud, but if I'm going to share this, I'm going to be honest. I mean, it is what it is at this point, and I have to pay it back. So this is $25, but I believe it needs to be about $250 in order to make sure this is paid off by this date. So, yeah. Anywho, moving on. I have a Credit One card with a balance of $1,516 with an interest rate of $24.40. Mind you, I feel like this has like hidden fees. I feel like I get charged extra fees on top of my interest all the time. And I'm just so sick and tired of spending all this money. And we'll talk about it. So we're gonna call this Credit 2, but it is also another Credit One credit card. This one has a balance of $21.81 with an interest rate of $28.65 and a monthly payment of $115. I need a sip of water, y'all. Hold on. Okay, Sephora. This balance is $12.17 with an interest rate of $31.49, and this has a monthly minimum of $61. Might as well keep it going with the beauty. We'll go with the Ulta card with a balance of $1,096, interest rate of $30.74. $55 minimum payment. We're still not done. We are still not done. We have one Capital One card with a balance of $14.98. Interest rate is $28.74 with a monthly minimum payment of $51. Y'all think we're done? Because we aren't. We have one more. We'll just call this Capital 2 because it is my second Capital 1 card. It has a balance of $510 with an interest rate of $31.49 and a monthly minimum payment of $25. And last but not least, sorry if y'all hear my heat cut on, we have a Bank of America card with a balance of $502 with a $22.49 interest rate at $35. Now, this is the majority of my debt. This is my consumer debt. We're just gonna make a little asterisk down here that is going to be like my Affirm, Klarna, paying for all of that good stuff. We aren't going to necessarily include this because I haven't sat down to add up how much those monthly minimums are. Definitely come back when I actually sit down and do a budget. But that total is, why did I do it so close? $2,501. So we are going to total this up really quick. Let me find my calculator. All right, let's do this math. So this totals up to $20,994. And not counting this $250, let's add these up because I need to count the $250, but I'm actually afraid to count the $250 right now. So that gives me, if I don't do the $250, if I just do the $25, I have monthly minimum payments of $987. That is almost $1,000 that I am throwing in the air every single month. That is ridiculous. And then to add on the $2,500 from these paying fours or whatever, you might as well add another $200 a month, but some of those are going to be paid off. But I'm spending at least $1,000 a month on debt and I'm not making any progress, and it's very frustrating. And like I said, it's my fault completely. But I will say, it took me so long to sit down and like write this out and actually do this video. I've been hinting at coming back for a long time, but I literally cried when I wrote this down in December. But it definitely helped me to focus and really come up with a plan. Right now, I'm currently not doing any envelopes stuffing because honestly, I don't really have much to stuff after I pay my rent. I honestly barely have any money for groceries and things. So, I am expecting a bonus from my job on my next paycheck. And with that, I hope to get a month ahead. I hope to be able to have enough money and like maybe come up with some additional money to be a month ahead to cover this $987, so that the next paycheck starting in February, I'll be able to break this in half and get back to cash stuffing. You know, Dave Ramsey says, you know, you should have $1,000 saved. I don't have that right now. But if I can get a month ahead in my bills, like go ahead and pay all of February bills with my next paycheck, for me personally, that feels like an emergency fund. And I know that it's not. I get it. It's not the safest. But instead of me like just taking this and just paying off one debt or two debts completely, I would rather make sure that if something happens, at least all of my bills are covered for a month. And like breaking this in half just feels a lot less intimidating than me paying this up like paycheck to paycheck. I'll be honest, I started in December and I was like trying to pay some ahead if I had some money left over, but for me, I just find it is much easier. I have more of a healthy relationship with my finances when I can just break this in half and pay what I gotta pay and kind of have the same amount going forward. Now, the next time you'll see me, we're gonna set up my calendar for February. Just in case I can't get ahead, I'm gonna just fill out my calendar. I can show you what my January calendar looks like. So I have all of my bills written out. I have all of the minimum payments. This makes me feel better. This helps me be more accountable. And I was trying to like break up, the payments. I even wrote down a little note. If you pay attention to my community tab, I want to like read a book every month to like help me stay focused on my finances. So I'm very serious about getting out of debt this year. I have so many aspirations. I have things that I want to do, and this debt is really getting in the way. It's stressful. It's taking a toll on my mental health. It makes me unhappy. I just know that it's my fault. I have a shopping problem. We're working on that as well, but it's my fault. But I'm ready to take control and I'm ready to do better. And I hope this gives someone the inspiration to take care of their finances, because this is a bad situation. I've seen people worse than me, but I've also seen people better off than me, and it's inspiring. And I just cannot wait to continue to share my journey with you all. I am going to end this video now. Definitely make sure you're subscribed, because let's be honest, watching this content and also subscribing to my channel is also going to help me make money. And I need all the help that I can get. I'm also like looking into part-time jobs and things that I can do, because I have to get rid of this one way or another. So I also wanted to mention that I do plan on like picking up a side job that I can just throw that money directly into this debt. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.